And it looks like we are live, ladies and gentlemen, on a late night, but
Yeah.
a hiatus is what we took. But we are here. We are back. Y'all know what this is. Do I really need to say it? But maybe y'all have forgot. It has been some time. With that being said, since it has been some time, we just gonna just let it marinate for a little bit. Let the people get in here. Hopefully everybody has been doing well. Everybody has been blessed. The show will be commencing very shortly, and every time is late. We just gonna get right into it, But I would be remiss without doing this. Big Rig, did you want to say something? Because didn't that car show pass?
Yes. It
And
did.
that I really wanted to attend. So did you attend it? Just let the people know before we get into the show. Since it's been some time, we definitely want to kind of, we might be here for a while. So grab a Snickers. Anybody that wants to come up, just let us know in the chat. I'm
You
sure
gotta
we will.
cam up first, though. You gotta cam up.
Yeah, you got to cam up. And if you drop down, you might have to cam up again,
Absolutely.
because for some reason, due to
we got some heathens.
Yeah, due to the realness, due to the rawness that we bring to the show, the fire content that we deliver every time we link up. B-Eazy Dat Dude, Big Rig Slaps. Every time we link up, we're able to collaborate, create, and cultivate some type of fire content that's not the usual content that you see around these YouTube streets. Even if we do the same topic, it's not going to be done with the same flavor, because everybody don't make the same potato salad, the same chicken. Everybody don't cook the same, rock the same, host the same. So yeah, so Big Rig, what you got, bro?
Yeah, that did go down already. I did attend. It was a dope ass show, bro. That was at Savage Sundays, and then there was a graffiti nights that went down just last weekend out here in the valley. That shit was birthed out here. You know what I'm saying? They got a movie on it and everything. So this was my first time ever, seeing it. You know what I mean? So it was a little different, man. They had, cars going down the street with, Marilyn Monroe's and Elvis Presley's and shit. You know what I'm saying? But the police blocked everything off and everything. It was like a huge, type of event, out here. So, that was cool, man. The riders, the low riders, after they kind of, opened the streets back up, everybody kind of had a free for all, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of cool. Just kind of sucked that you gotta get at the city to participate in the cruise, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, you on the sidelines, bro. Like, it was kind of weird. So you see hella dope ass cars, but they can't even drive down the street because they didn't get at the city to be involved in the cruise. It was weird.
Got you. Okay. All right. Well, hold up. All right. Let me just rock with a couple intros, and then I'm gonna hit the chat and see what they talking about.
EazilyRigged is the best thing smoking.
to
I
run
like
that
that
one.
one, man. I like that one. You still playing, bro? Because you ain't sent it to me yet, man.
Hey, I was waiting for you to ask. I sent you the link.
Did you?
I'm gonna resend the link, bruh.
Yeah, because I can't recall getting it, bro. If so, I would have
Okay.
for sure had it saved, but
I know. Yeah, actually, I might not have sent it to you because I know you for sure. I might not. I'm not 100 on that one. I might not. I'm gonna keep it real. I got you. M3 is ensuring that we got to do a verification check. Because look, for some reason, when we's over here cooking up that fire, cats want to come over here and show adult parts and explicit triple X video stuff while we're here trying to get us banned, trying to get us basically tear the platform down. But like for what? Because you disagree? Because you hating? So a lot of, and salute to M3, a lot of people can't even attack the idea, so they attack the individual because they can't refute. They really can't refute what you're saying. So what they will have to do is do these ad hominem attacks to make sure that, hey, um, I have some sort of leverage. But all it is just you showing that you are inferior intellectually, because to do that move just lets me know that, you know, you can't match wits with me, to try to hate on somebody and try to shut their platform down, showing that type of doing anything that is going to get somebody banned, man. Just basically, I'd rather have a discussion with someone, because you could have a different point, but if you want to debate, that's a different thing, and people is not prepared to do that, so they want to troll and basically do things that are try to tear people down. So that's all I'm gonna speak on that situation. And yeah, if you want to come up, it's cool, but you gotta cam up. And shout out to Scorpion. He says, "Be easy. That's too easy." I understand. I don't know what exactly you're referring to that's too easy, but a lot of stuff that we do is very hard. It's quite arduous, but I make it look easy. So it's not really that so much that it's easy. It's just when you finessing, you put some put some George Gervin on it when you smooth. But the youngsters might not get that. But M3 says stay tuned for the new content. M3 TV Network, go ahead, check that out. Go subscribe. Frosty, B-Eazy turned into the pack guy. Hey, I didn't turn into, you feel me? I woke up like this. Pack those haters. Oh, definitely. Well, I don't, cats don't want to get packed out, because then I'll turn into UPS or FedEx. But I got you. Scorpion is over there rhyming, doing the raps, and then it says get the likes up, and then I'm gonna run one more intro, and then we joined by an illustrious guest, and then we gonna get right into the show. I had another one that I was supposed to bring up, but oh, hold up. Here it goes. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Because we haven't seen y'all in a minute. So we definitely want to deliver the content that you ain't used to seeing. And we got Malcolm in the building, says, "I'm the ups man." Oh, you the UPS man. Oh, got you. Malcolm saying he's the one packing cats out. He's from UPS. It's cool. You from UPS and I'm from FedEx. And he says, easy here. The stream is going to be interesting. I agree. Malcolm, I cannot refute with that. I concur. Salute to Malcolm. Hopefully you got the spirit of Malcolm, because when we say Malcolm, we think of Malcolm X. So shout out to Malcolm. And 1 second. We just letting the thing load. And hold on. Big Rig, what you got to say, bro?
oh shit, I'm just chilling, man. I'm hearing you engage with, what I'm saying, in chat.
Yeah, you know, we haven't been here in a minute, so we just got to make sure that we appreciate everybody that's coming out on a late
That's a
night.
fact.
So this is, you know, that's the only reason we just taking a minute to get into the stream. Plus,
We definitely appreciate y'all.
I cooked up some new flavors, so I definitely want to get that in before we get into the show. And all of this stuff needs to be said before we get into it, because once we into it, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. So we gonna rock out. So make sure that you show some courtesy with the hospitality. Hit the likes on the way in. And Timmy says, "Holy shit, this is gonna be good." Is that you, Timmy Turner? Timmy Turner.
Hey,
You
Timmy
waiting for
turned up. He ready. You see me?
Timmy
Ready? Like,
Turner?
oh, this gonna be the one, bro.
Shout out to Timmy Turner. I can't lie, bro. Y'all spitting facts. Malcolm says, you know, easy here. The stream is gonna be interesting. That is a fact. Malcolm says, holy shit. This is gonna be good. I cannot disagree with you, my brother. So let me rock this one out, and then we are straight into it. This is another.
Yikes.
Bruh, who was bringing the fire like that? Don't worry.
Yikes.
I'll wait. Who else is bringing that fire like that? I don't know. Point me in that direction. Point me in that direction. But he says, Timmy, you know, Timmy, it looks like that was Timmy Turner in the chat. He said that had me rolling. But that was a slap, you know. And Designer had a couple, but he fell off. But that was one. I thought it was kind of goofy at first, but it is catchy. That Timmy Turner, he waiting for a burn. You know what I mean? So we got Timmy Turner in the chat. Shout out. And Scorpion says, y'all gonna get deleted. Look, some people will, but if you look, not that many people be getting deleted out there. Has it happened? Yes, but it's a very small number. And I'm not discounting that, but it's some cats that have no business out there doing it. It's seriously, do not try this at home. So this is not an endorsement of this. This is just that's observation
of what it is out here, though. That's
correct. Sure. Exactly. This is an observation. So it's a car show. If you go attend the car show, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are or aren't endorsing it, but whether you like or don't like it, it's still going to go on. So some people is like, hey, we going to shut down the freeway, right? Now, of course, you're going to be annoyed, but if they just going to shut it down, you going to be out there filming like with everybody else. That's how a lot of people take it. You can get mad, but you see cats be getting stomped out and do all this other stuff. So it's true. And he says, shout out to Timmy Turner, and then Fire and Brimstone. But could you speak on that just a little bit? The sideshow, the sideshow culture, because speaking of that, because this will be the perfect segue to get into the show. This will be the perfect way to get into the show, because you were speaking on about the childhood. Could you speak about the difference of the childhood sideshow versus the new age stuff now? Is it different? Is it the same, or what?
Different. Different in the sense that the popularity of it has just went like crazy. So like you said, like how they, you know, they do the bridge thing, you know what I'm saying? They shutting down freeways like that. That was never ever in fucking, that didn't even come across the mind back in the day. Like cats would come through, you know what I'm saying, and you know the high school dance or something, come through with a little, you know, whatchamacallit, and spin some donuts.
You know,
you know,
call it what it is.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna try to keep it 100, bro, without being too explicit. You know what I mean? Because then you're gonna have people thinking like, oh, they try to push whoop-de-whoop, but it ain't even like that, bro. It's just keeping it 100. You know what I mean? Like that's just what it was, and you know, but now it's just, you know, it's way out of hand, man. But also at the car shows, bro, like they do have, you know, the pits, you know what I'm saying, and they let you go ahead and bring your car, man, and you could spin them in the donut pits, bro, and go all the way dumb. You feel me? In a safe, you know what I'm saying, environment.
And they didn't always have that.
Exactly, bro. So they do start. They did start doing that, you know what I'm saying? So it's pretty dope. I lost my voice watching my first drift. Like I've never seen that before, and they had it at the show, man. And I was like, they had like 20 cars, bro, going drifting, pimp. I was like, and none of them wrecked, and they all going, bro. I was like, holy shit! Hey, what did Timmy say? You feel me? Like I lost my voice, bro.
Well, Timmy said the fire is real, and when you see that, and he said Scorpion is burning facts, and he said y'all gonna get hit. So he's saying that, but like Big Rig is saying, yes, some people will get hit, but there are some people that will be out there, bruh. They got dudes jumping over cars, cuz. Like I'm gonna be real. That's some new. Have you seen that, Cuts? Where they doing? Cats is getting loosening, bruh. That I'm gonna be real. I come from the sideshow culture. Cats was not jumping over cars.
Not at all,
bruh. They taking it. I can't be mad. They taking it to another level. You feel me? But sometimes it is going a bit too far. Just like we lean into the topic of. Are we too social? Some cats are going a bit too far with the sideshow. You feel me?
Hey, we know what it is. The ghost riding the whip, but bro, you see an old boy on the freeway standing on the side of his car, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, having
that shit was nuts, bro. Come on, man. Just a certain wind draft would have had old boy off the whip, bro. Like, hey, Cats is really wilding out, bro.
Bro.
And he had his boy filming him because, come on, man, like,
yeah,
what the fuck made you jump all the way out your shit like that, bro?
We was not seeing that growing up. We was seeing better level of bars. Like I'm gonna keep it real. It's some cats with handles out here, but I'm seeing a lot of cats bapping. You feel me? Like it's a lot of bapping, bro. And when we talking about bars, we talking about handlebars. Let me see if I can kind of flip this up. You know what I mean? We talking about handlebars, cuz some cats just don't got it. Y'all don't really need to be out there like that.
Not at all.
But yeah, so let me go ahead and switch it back real quick, pull this down, and let's get into the topic. Are we too social?
Ooh.
And he says, y'all are, hold on. And we got none other than Sheree in the building saying, are we too social or are we too scared? It might be a bit of both. And he says, shut your Frosty the Snowman looking self up. And he says, dang, we roasting now. And he says, are y'all roasting
in the chat right now? They going silly like that?
It looks like, I mean, I don't know if they know each other and they joking or not. But,
yeah, like what's going on, bro?
So I'm gonna let that brew, and we just gonna get into But let me just change this real quick. And he says they do. Oh, and M3 says that they're friends, so it's all good. You know what I mean? So yeah, as long as y'all don't get disrespectful in the chat, you know what I mean? All opinions are welcome, disagreements.
Yeah, because these YouTube streets, y'all end up being friends, and next thing you know, y'all doxing each other and talking about I'll pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
crazy out here real fast, man.
Man, just have some decorum. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now, if cats get disrespectful, I mean, I don't think you should stick around and entertain that. But you know, if they take it to that level, then it's just virtually you are entitled to the right to self-defense. You know, but sometimes self-defense is just walking away too. So just be mindful of that. You know, there's multiple forms of self-defense. You know what I mean? But the topic is about, are we too social? I'm trying to get here so I can interact on both the YouTube and the StreamYard. So the topic first, so I'm gonna go to you first, Big Rig, before we get straight into it, because shout out to Big Rig because he came up with the topic. And you know, when we have these topics, it's typically like open-ended. You know, it can go multiple ways. So in some regards, we are too social, and in certain aspects, we may not be social enough. So I think it is a very nuanced question. It can be based on a certain circumstance and have a level of subjectivity to it. So when it comes to us being too social, what was the first thing that motivated you to come up with this topic, Big Rig?
Really just
like, was it some? So let me set it up a little bit better for you. So what was it, something that you've seen that motivated you in terms of the decline in society, in terms of, you know, maybe crime, certain agendas?
Yes, because see, what I was going to say is going to
being
be like
too inviting and accepting, because that's a form of being too social too, because you don't want to offend certain people. So I'm going to set this up even better for you. I think sometimes Black people, unfortunately, are too social because they want everyone to accept them. You know,
exactly.
So
pressures.
Yeah,
Pressures
there's
and
societal pressure. When you deal with social, society is all synonymous. You know what I mean? So with that being social, sometimes you'll let somebody get away with something. You know what I mean? You may feel uncomfortable with somebody from a different ethnic group, a different background, you feel me, saying the N-word around you. You know what I mean? They may be calling you, oh, what's up, my nigga? Nah, I didn't even mean it like that. And you could choose to accept that, but just because you choose to accept that doesn't mean
everyone else is going to do.
Everyone else has to accept that. And then you're saying, oh no, I'm cool. I'm cool with him. Yeah, you're cool with him, but I don't know him. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's part of being too social. You're saying that it's cool. Oh no, it's not that serious. But then it is that serious, because if it's not that serious, this is my theory. Whatever the racial slur in your cool, you can say it. You really do got the freedom of speech. I can't stop you from saying that. Just like you can't stop me from calling you whatever slur it is in your nationality. But don't trip. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying it endearingly. I'm saying, I don't mean it like that. That's essentially what they're saying. But when you start talking like that, they say, no, that's unacceptable. So cool. This is unacceptable for me. If you go out around other people and you use the type of language, then that's fine. Just respect the boundaries, because now this is where you got to draw a line in the sand, because now you got other people of other communities saying that, hey, if I am a man and now I want to say I'm a woman, you have to call me a woman. So if I say, hey, bruh, look, I can't stop you from using that, the N word, just don't use it around me. Could you just respect that? I ain't trying to have no hostility. It's just like, could you just not, but some people are too social and they want to invite everybody in. They want to be accepted by everybody. So they don't even want to say that it offends them. And so they try to compartmentalize and say, no, this person is not racist. They're not anti-black, but they have an issue with you using the slur of their group, but in a good way, right? Because that's what they're saying. We're using the N-word, but we don't mean it like that. It's a good way. And then they convince you with all of these other things because you're too social. You don't want to make anyone mad. That's why you hear, are you invited to the cookout? You invited to the cookout? I got plenty of Asian friends. I've never heard anything about being invited to their gatherings or being invited to other people's gathering on a collective level. I'm not talking about individually. I'm talking about as the group. You know what I mean? You look at another thing. Are you too social? Because everyone is always asking Black people to forgive. So I'm trying to just set it up as one aspect where people are being too socialized. They want to appease everyone rather than say what they want to say. If you harms another group, they say, no, we're not. Forgiveness, no. What are you talking about? With us, as soon as something happens, do you forgive this person for doing that to you? And they want to bring out a Bible. And then they talk to you about forgiveness, but everyone else, look, that's up to you to deal with. I'm just laying some different aspects out of being too social.
No, wait a minute.
I got one more. Hold on, Big Rig.
You got one more?
The other one is the Black Panther Party. Salute them brothers and everything that they did and the contributions that they made to American society, especially Black people. But the Black Panthers was definitely too social because they let a bunch of people in that, hey, and one of them happened to be an Asian person, Richard. I don't remember his exact name. So, but he infiltrated, and the FBI, and this is documented. This is not alleged. Anyone could look this up. It was documented that he was giving them firearms to sell and give to the Black Panthers, and also he was basically a mole. He was a government informant. You know what they do. You can look this up too. So that was an aspect of them being too social because they did understand that. Actually, they miscalculated. This was a part where they thought that they needed more people than they actually needed. And they got too social because when they also they stormed the Capitol, they didn't actually storm the Capitol, but they went to the Capitol with their firearms out. And that's when they passed the Mulford Act saying that you can't open carry in California. And the reason why they did that is because they were trying to raise money, it's almost kind of like, it was kind of almost like some cats with the social clout that they be doing on Instagram nowadays, but it was just back in their time. Now I know exactly why they were doing it, because they wanted their national movement to grow. So I'm not critiquing it, saying whether it was right. Well, basically they had the right intentions, but it definitely was wrong, because it ended up, you know, giving them the ammunition to pass legislation to disenfranchise them even further. But this all ties back to them being too social, too accepting of everyone. Segregation is good sometimes, and I'm not talking about segregating people based on race or color. I'm talking about based on values. If your kid, just look at what the word means, you know what I mean? Separating the race and all this other stuff from it. When you go, Big Rig, you've been in incarcerated before, unfortunately. Isn't it segregated, just by choice? I mean, like they say everyone could come together, but they choose. They like, no, you can't mess with each other. Like, who is stopping you?
Right.
It's kind of by choice. And if someone hates you, then isn't it good to actually get away from them? You know what I mean? It's I'm not asking for this. I didn't say that I wanted this. You letting me know. So in that instance,
it stops a lot of conflict.
Correct. So you might as well segregate, which is the same thing as separate, which is the same thing from remove yourself from the situation. If they already letting you know that they don't like you for whatever reason, you got to get yourself up out of there. So I just laid a lot on both of y'all. So go ahead with Big Rig, and then we're going to go straight to Mr. Best. So go ahead and rock out, bro.
Well, yeah, what you said was, all those examples were like really deep and dope. But yeah, the reason why I was thinking about this subject like that is basically just like a lot of the pressures, bro. A lot of the pressures that a lot of us are going through, especially the young people go through, just social media and everything that comes with it, from the way you're dressing, from the music you're listening to, from just your style of everything, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of different movements are being pushed, you know what I'm saying? It's really a lot. And it's like, that's why I just kind of wanted to just bring it up, man, you know what I'm saying? Because, I dig it. I like being able to get, all kind of information off the internet, like, and explore and things of that nature. But then also it's like there's just a major downside, bro. It's just like there's too much information, and sometimes too much information ain't the one, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're getting guided in so many different ways, and you got so many different angles, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, what is what? You know what I'm saying? Like, but back in the days when you just kind of read a book or something, or something, you know what I mean? It was different, bro. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna be sitting up here just going through hella books like you would being on the net, going through hella just different people's testimonies on whatever the subject is you're looking at. I mean, it just gets really, really out there, man. And you don't know who's lying. You don't know who's telling the truth. At least with a book, you know what these authors, where they come from, what kind of scholars is, all of that. So I mean, just the whole everything about the social thing that we go through in this time and age, bro. I just wanted to bring it up, bro. Just see, you know what I'm saying, kind of what people thought about it. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of good to it, but god damn, bro. But I mean, I don't even watch TV no more, bro. I don't need to. All my news and everything, I get it damn near real time, and the type of stuff that I don't like to see, that was just it was just too much, man. It was like, it was stressing me out, just all the violence from the police thing, or or somebody, you know, just acting really just wild out there in the streets, deleting people and the mass things. Like it was just too much for me, bro. I tuned out of that. You know what I'm saying? So now like I can scramble through and get information that, you know what I'm saying, I want to get, not that just is being poured on to me. You know what I'm saying? It just, whew, it's just too much, man. But that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? And then also, like, let me say one more thing, man. Like, my son just got out of school, right? And it's crazy because he's about to be 13, and there's like a really big difference in the guy from like the beginning of the year to what he is now, you know. So, you know, he's getting a little acne. I mean, he's getting older, you know what I'm saying? But the thing that's just so wild is just, you know, his everything is like just based on, you know, just this certain type of a lifestyle, like how these rappers are, and the clothing and underwear, bro. Like he be wanting certain PSD underwear, but I don't know what the hell that is. He's like, Dad, I want these PSDs, man. I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, they're like $40-$50. I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
I mean, I'm like, you trying to have these habits, bro, of like, you know, you NBA young boy or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just this whole social thing, bro. It's what they see, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I want this belt, Dad. It's $100. Like, bro, we get you a belt for $10, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind getting you some dope ass kicks, but now all your jeans you want are like $110, $120 because they got them crazy ass. He's like, yeah, I want the stackables. I mean, shit, crazy shit, bro. I'm like, man. But it's all this social thing, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's a lot, bro. And it's like if he don't have no type of drip, it's like, you know, it's the end of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, like he,
you know, I mean, it's bad, bro.
And he already got
bro.
a cell phone, right?
An iPhone? What do you mean? That's
new one. And then you speaking about your childhood, and this is what we don't. This is, I mean, of course, you realize it being a father. Think about what he grew up with. You grew up when you, and this is where I said, are we too social? Yes. And then there's other aspects where basically the being social is misguided because it's only done digitally and it's only done superficially and artificially. So you used to see people face to face, you know what I mean? So you used to ride bikes, girls was double dutching and doing all this other type of social activities. Now people are just sitting online, you know, using filters like you don't even really know who you're talking to. People got these duck filters, dog filters, you know what I'm saying? So it's all sorts of different aspects.
Everything but they self filter, you feel me?
There you go. So in that aspect, people are not being social enough because they need to be able to, you know, build with each other, you know, meet up, like Big Rig, if it's an emergency and I need to like pick your son up, that can't be done online. You know what I'm saying? Like, or if we need to meet up at the car show, we can't really do it digitally, or, you know, like basically we both stream live. You at the car show, I'm at the car show. Like, bro, instead of meeting up, and actually I seen some kids do that.
Hey, they do that at the car show, bro. You see people right there streaming together, and they folks right next to them streaming to us. Like, bro, we so out of line, bro.
You literally not or even talking to each other. You're talking to your Instagram followers. So that's what I'm saying. That's the aspect where you're not social enough, because I came to the event with you, my homie, my Brody Big Rig, And as soon as I get there, I go live on Instagram for all the followers, and I'm like, yeah.
Right.
Meanwhile, you over here, and I barely said a couple words to you.
Right.
So that's the aspect of not being social enough. You know, the meeting up with each other, shaking hands, going to
you
eat.
Over here streaming while you eating, bro. Ain't having no conversation with the person in front of you. You just
that's what I'm talking about.
We got a line, bro.
That's the stuff where I'm talking about, where people are not being social enough.
You enjoying your trip with your boo thing, bro, and you over here hella video and shit, bro. Like, you got your thing right here, bro. But you know what I'm saying? And she doing the same shit. She done took off to the bathroom and then came back in like 20 minutes because she done got to videotaping all kind of shit, taking pictures and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. What the fuck? Are we on this vacation, or is the social people that follow us on this motherfucking vacation? You understand what I'm talking about?
But that's a stupid red flag, right? And unfortunately, that's how some of these brothers have got deleted. Like, hold on, we got to talk about that aspect as well, where people is dropping their addy by here, man. You see me right at the drive-through on Crenshaw Market, and I'm here with all my ice, and I got my Hellcat. You feel me? Come on, bruh. You're being too social in that aspect. And what you're trying to do is appease the masses to let you know that you really about that life,
man.
But now you're really trying to be over. Yeah, you're over socializing the situation, because you can't separate being social without social media, without society. Social media is just a microcosm of what people are doing in real life. Even though social media is real life, it's just a virtual version of real life. It's an alternate reality. That's what it is. It's
what they want you to see as real life.
Correct. So there's virtual reality and actual reality. They're both reality, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? Because when you see somebody in person, they look how they look. When you see them online, they have filters and all this other stuff that you just have to accept. That
they best fit on.
Best fit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You like, bruh, he's fitted all the time. Yes,
yeah, he fitted all the time.
But then you see him at Walmart and you like, bruh, what?
He wearing his friend's fit, took a picture real quick. You know what I'm saying?
EazilyRigged, not Polo, is like, bruh, you was dripped down. Is too goofy, but I got a lot of questions to ask, and I'm gonna generate, and then we've been joined by none other than Mr. Best, and I'm gonna set this question up.
Is you there, 84?
Of course I'm here, man.
Oh damn, you been quiet and mute like shit. Okay.
I don't want to be quiet.
Okay, so hold on. Let me I actually just bear with me, y'all. Give me one. I'm gonna play one of these quick intros because I want to pull these questions up.
Do your thing, man.
It looks like they going heavy in the chat. Y'all clowning back and forth. That's all cool. M3 said y'all know each other, but I'll only just show the comments that pertain to the topic. But some of the jokes was funny though. Y'all clowning each other. But if I was roasting out here, what they called roasting where you was from, because we called it gurping. We called it that's where we was from. They also call it sigging. For me, that was kind of like a Vallejo thing that I knew people was using. But yeah, we called it gurping. Or capping. We used to call it capping too.
Yeah, we used to do capping. We used to do the roasting.
But now capping mean like you fronting, you lying. But
they changed it.
They changed it. Somebody capping on you was just somebody roasting and clowning you.
That emoji came out, and then that's when it changed, like the little capping emoji.
It's you see, just like that, it went viral.
That's when it happened, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. that little cap came out on an emoji, and then everybody was capping, and then that's it. It was that meaning was no longer what we used to use it as.
That's wild. But yeah, let me just run this intermission and I'm gonna pull the questions up.
You are now tuned into another installment of Easily Rigged on the Knowledge and Relationships platform. Your viewership and support is immensely appreciated, and for that, we thank you.
Okay, we're back at it, but okay. So, Mr. Best, I'm gonna come straight to you. You've heard the discussion tonight, and it's Are We Too Social? And you know we have multiple aspects, and I want you to just like rock out on this one. Basically, whatever angle you want to take with it. But I do want to present this first question. Basically, hold on. Give me 1 second. Here it goes. What does it mean to be too social in a modern society? Like, can you be too social? I mean, do people need to be more social? Because, like I said, I think certain aspects, people do need to be more social. In other aspects, they need to be less social. So, to you, what does it mean to be too social in a modern society? Or is there anything as being too social?
I don't think that people are too social on social media. I think the meaning of too social means that maybe you are basically, you're being too inviting, you know what I mean? Or you basically,
just so we're clear, the too social is not just applicable to social media. It's just in general.
You're talking about overall. I know you're talking about different movements like the Black.
Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure that you incorporate that with the answer. Good.
Definitely. But yeah, I think being too social, the meaning of it is basically you are inviting too many people, or you're inviting too many elements, and you're not basically sifting through those elements. You're not basically examining them, or basically, looking at them and seeing if those elements are going to fit what you're doing. If they're going to fit your status quo, if they're going to fit your movement, if they're going to fit what you're doing, overall, whether it's, whether it's what you're doing socially, whatever movement you're a part of, politically, social media, whatever, relationship-wise, whatever. You know what I mean? And then I think that's when it becomes a problem, because now you're not basically making sure that the people that you're inviting into your space or into your platform or into your movement, that they're following the right steps. You know what I mean? Salute them three. I see you in the building. Salute to Lady Sheree. Salute to also the brothers in the chat that's chopping it up. I see y'all. Scorpion, Frosty, and who's the other one? And Timmy. Salute to them. You know what I mean? But yes.
Also,
salute to definitely Big Rig and B-Eazy. Oh yeah, Sir Hill. Salute to Sir Hill, man. My bad. They came through real quick. I know it's late on his side though as well. But yeah, so I think that's what you gotta do. You just have to examine the people that surround you and see if they fit the mold. And if they don't, then you have to make a decision whether they stay or to go. Some people don't want people to fit the mold, or sometimes they want people who not necessarily part of their movement, maybe to create what they call diversity, right? But as you were saying, like, we are the only people that really hold on to that diversity aspect. You know what I mean? I don't personally. And no, I'm not a racist, so nobody please come after me for that. I'm not a racist. I don't hold diversity because it's a failed way of thinking, and nobody else holds on to it as well. There's no other culture I see that holds on to diversity. So why would I hold on to it? It makes no sense. And I see how they prosper without holding on to it. So why would I hold on to something that doesn't allow my people to prosper? Doesn't make any sense. I think in relatively speaking about, are we too social? I don't think we necessarily are too social. Just to answer your first question, I think that we don't use what we have socially effectively. Like, we don't use it effectively enough. Like, we use it for a lot of things that are ineffective or ineffective, or that are not going to really create impact or change what we're doing. And we all have downtime using social media. Look, we all do it. We all watch, reels, or we all watch. Sometimes we may watch a fight video, or we may watch something that's very low vibrational. We all do it. Whether it's reality TV show clips, where I'm guilty of watching. I watch the fights from reality TV shows. Don't judge me. You know what I mean? And I would say probably the most low vibrational thing outside of that, it'll probably be like Love and Hip Hop or something like that. You know what I mean? One of them shows. I'm not gonna watch a full episode.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I did watch a ratchet one. It's called Baddies West.
I can't watch a full episode. It'll annoy me, and I feel like, why am I here?
Yeah, nah.
I did watch Lady E, you up late? I see you.
Lady E is up, and if you want to come up, then Lady E could definitely come up. But yeah, go ahead and finish your point.
But yeah, we don't use it effectively. So, like I said, and then I'll say another probably, I wouldn't say it's low vibrational, but it's just kind of something I watch. I like watching animal videos. Like, I watch like cat reels or dog reels. Or I love watching animal videos, because I had to cut you off on this one. I'm gonna send it to you, bro. I seen a video where they had an iPad, bro. The dog went over there, clicked the timer with his paw, ran back to the other dog, and the other dog got on his shoulder and was posing. Bruh, it was just wild, bruh. Like, and then that was just one that I seen today. But just even because like over like I think like 90% of they said 95% of the ocean is unexplored. Just look that up, you know what I mean? So randomly people be having like people send videos of creatures that you never seen. I just want to say that again. And then plus Shark Week. Okay, Shark Week is always, so we have Lady Sheree, and we had to make sure that she was cammed up because we didn't want any type of funny business.
No, we don't want anybody that's mean. Okay.
For sure, Sheree. So I'm gonna let Mr. Best finish his point.
That's what's up.
And then we go.
Good to see Lady Sheree. Good to see you.
She shook her head and said, no, it's me.
No. You can never gotta be mean. No, you can never be mean. Like, don't be that way.
Well, we don't
be that way.
Okay, Sheree. So we're gonna let Mr. Best finish, but we're happy that you're here, so I'm sure you'll have something to provide to the conversation. So Mr. Best, I had cut you off because I had to talk about that video I seen today. It was crazy. But yeah, so it is dope watching animal videos. But
yeah, animal videos, brother. I would say Bob Ross videos of him painting. I love Bob Ross. And I love watching it's this guy, he'll never show his face, but he make this great food we call Man with the Pot. Yo, if y'all don't never watch that, y'all tripping. Man with the Pot is bomb. You know what I mean? He be making all types of like dishes and like entrees and all that. He's phenomenal, man. I love that brother. He be out in the woods too doing this. I don't know how he be doing it.
Oh, is it a dude? He never even like, you never see him. He just always chopping.
He be chopping. Yeah, that's my dude.
He does like this all the time.
Bruh, he be chopping so fast it be kind of cringe sometimes. You think like, is he ever gonna slip up? He never slip up. He be flipping the knife. This dude is a beast. But what you say his name was, Mr. Best?
Man with the Pot.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't think I'm subscribed, but I've seen his videos. But yeah, you can go ahead and finish your point, bro.
Yeah, Man with the Pot is bomb.
He kind of reminds me of the Micro Machine dude who like in the micro machines it was like this big. Like when we were in like the 80s or 90s and the micro machine dude and he took so freaking fast. Like that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, he's dope. He's dope. And another person I watched too, I'm gonna just finish my point lastly, is a guy named Nick Grosses. He does like these self-defense videos. Self-defense videos are very therapeutic for me. I do not know why. Okay. Look, these are certain things that are therapeutic for me. They're super therapeutic. So we just got to use it effectively. So those are my downtime modes, but I also use it effectively. I'm a big researcher. I research everything. I Google everything. I read Wikipedia a lot. You know what I mean? And I will get on the tangent, man. Like if I'm looking up like a YouTube video on a topic or Google something on a topic, I'll just keep going and going and going and going, and then I'll try to find a book that's related to that topic. Like, yeah, man, and I could spend hours doing that. Like seriously, like that's how real it is for me. So yeah, we just gotta use it effectively. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is.
Cool.
Oh, my bad. I was on mute. And I will also say what you said, by using it effectively. That's what I was talking about, the aspect of people not being social enough. You know what I mean? Because in that regard, you're not being social enough to the point that that's leading you to something that's successful. Right. So if you need to be building a coalition in your particular neighborhood, then your quickest way to reach a lot of people let's just call it what it is. It's on social media. But you're not being social enough with the particular energy that you need. You're not rallying the troops. You're on social media looking at thought twerk videos. You're looking at thuggish fools showing pistols. But it's like, bruh, if you want to see some pistols, they got some videos of dudes that will show you how to break it down, that will tell you the best one. You want to get the gun that the rapper got, but that's not even a good gun. You know what I mean? That's the one that's not what people is going for. That's
they want the FN because that's what all the rappers keep saying right now. I want the FN.
Before they were saying the Draco, and then
before it was the Heckler and Koch.
Where's my 4K booty? I ain't got no 4K booty off of this, like, rapper stuff. No. Like, what you're talking about is like... Okay, I'll check you right.
You said 4K booty. What are you talking about? OnlyFans? Like, only Sheree? What are we talking about here?
What are you talking about, only Sheree? No. Sheree ain't got no 4K booty, okay? But again, this
nowadays you don't
necessarily a 4K booty, but that's what you want, not necessarily 4K to be about, but that's a lot of what 4K is about.
You got a 720p booty or a 1080p? Which one?
720. In fact, you should probably go back to 148. I have a 148 booty.
hold on, Sheree. Look, 720p is still HD. Now it's I'm just trying to give you some inspiration. 720.
Because the only inspiration that I actually really need is from the one person that I really like.
Okay, well, hopefully.
And you have to get up and go to work in the next morning. This is why I'm not bothering you. Good morning.
Lady,
good morning.
Good morning, lady.
Okay, and so I'm gonna introduce Lady E. I'm gonna go to Sheree. I got a quick question for her, and then but Lady E, we gotta. You looking tired? Are you good?
I am tired. Tired. I am intentionally not going to sleep.
What? Hold on. We got.
And she cammed up. Lady E cammed up.
That's what I was trying to say. I love the avatar. She has a very, alluring avatar. But she wanted to cam up, tired and all. So I gotta salute her for that. So shout out to her.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Big Brig. I hadn't had a conversation with you in a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been.
Well, I've been kind of look. I've been out of the spaces for a minute, so
I know that's what I was trying to say. That's why I was kind of. I'm not tired, but I was squinting my eyes like, is that really her? Like for real. That's why But it looks like you good, freshly hit too. Like, did you do your own hair or what?
Oh, I got it done on Friday. I'm actually catching a flight in a few hours. That's why
there she goes.
I had to be at the airport in a couple of hours.
You getting flued out. Got it. Got you. Say less.
Hey, B-Eazy, don't do it. Remember what happened last time, bro.
Oh yeah, my bad. I don't Big Rig, like I got you, Big Rig. But
I forgot y'all were in the comments on that infamous evening.
Yeah, and then some people came from me, and they was saying there was an insinuation that, hey, if you just like Lady E, then why don't you holler at her? It's like,
right.
Like I don't need your permission for that, but
right.
Thank you for the suggestion.
That was cute. Yeah.
Wow.
I can holler at her whenever I want.
I mean, technically, I can. I'm not saying that she will accept it, but
But I'm just saying
really
it's good.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like the point I brought up earlier, people do have the freedom of speech. They can say whatever they want. You don't have to like it, but you don't have to tolerate whatever they're saying. But you can't.
The same thing. What do you do when the person that you're like, hey, I don't want your advances, and they keep coming after you?
That I will leave to look.
Hold on. It's totally different.
I actually will want.
I don't want your advances, yet you keep coming after me.
Lady E, could you please answer that question? Because I know you get a lot of DMs and offers to get flown out and gifts and stuff. So what do you do when somebody don't want those?
When you don't want it?
Yeah. Could you answer
if it's on social media,
be honest, Lady E. Be honest.
Lady E, I know you're tired.
Stop blowing her out and just let her answer.
You just simply hit the block button on social media.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah, hit the block button. It's like I can be nice, be like, no, I'm not in a position to be or whatever. And you have some people, you can be in a relationship and they don't care. So at this point in time, you done crossed the lines. I done told you I'm in a relationship, and if you can't respect that, then I can't respect you. So I'm gonna say what I have to say and then hit the block button.
Okay, well look, let me say this to you, Lady E, because basically the way
for food.
Yeah, that laugh was gold.
And then he muted himself, you know what I'm saying?
But Lady E, so actually, no, hold on. Before I come back to you, Sheree, do you have any more questions, or do you have anything to add to that question that you asked?
Oh, yeah, and I can always take an axe, but that's a different question.
Take an axe. Take an axe where? Hold on, man.
How do you deal with somebody who you don't want their advances off, but they still advance on you? Like,
besides
I don't want
social media?
Why the fuck do you keep coming on to me? Who the hell are you? I don't need you. I'm cool with where I am at. Who the fuck?
So lady.
By the way, I've already answered my own question because I've already seen this in my own house.
Oh wow!
Everybody wants what they can't have.
What do you want, Sheree?
I want Mr. Hubby, and I want my kid, and I want my kid to be gone for 2 months and not have another kid in my house for at least another 2 months.
So you want peace?
But I don't have that because I have my wife, and my wife has her kids, and they're always going to come around, and I cannot ask for any more difference because my kids are always my life. They've always been my life.
They're your life. You just want to get rid of them for 2 months.
No, seriously. It would be really nice if I could, like, be at the door in, like, lingerie for Mr. Hubby with a shot and a beer just for him.
Why can't you do that? What's
Without
stopping
having all the other kids and everything
kids
else
are all
that's
around.
happening in my house.
Oh, got you. I got you.
You got to go get that motel. You got to get that little
Well, we can't afford
little
the motel
vacay.
because we're paying for everybody else who's in this house.
With the little cottage get down.
Okay, I got you. Man, well, it sound like you got to kick some people out, or they got to start kicking you down.
No. Again, I would never kick my wife out because she is my wife. And her kids are just as much as my kids.
I got you.
You better spike them kids' juice with some Benadryl.
Personal time with, like, Mr. Hubby, or, like, it should be our house this year.
Lady E, you said the kids go in the bedroom?
I said spike the kids' juice with some Benadryl.
Wow, she drugging her kids.
Everybody going to sleep.
You can't be prancing around the house though, and you know the birthday suit. If they sleep though, it's still gonna be a little funny.
Hey, now so Lady E, you said that a little bit too calmly, and I always thought Mr.
Lady
Best
E will drug your ass.
Hold on, I gotta say this. I always thought Mr. Best was reaching when he was talking about that.
Don't bring up that spaghetti, bro.
I'm going there. I thought he was.
Don't do that, bro.
I thought he was reaching. Now, Lady E, I don't know. I do not know. I mean, I love you, Lady E, but you might have.
You know.
I mean, wait, hold up. You have a lot of parents who are giving their children melatonin left and right. And nobody's shaming the parents for giving their kids melatonin.
Hey, I fuck with melatonin. I fuck with melatonin. I ain't even gonna bullshit you.
Is one better than the other?
I never had Benadryl though.
Benadryl just, I mean, it helps if you have any allergies and it helps you sleep.
Oh, you talking about the allergy shit?
Yeah, Benadryl.
Oh yeah, but
it does multiple.
Oh, so that's the one that'll knock you out, is what you saying?
Yeah, it's an antihistamine and it'll put you to sleep.
That's right.
Got you. Have you ever tried that on yourself, Lady E?
That shit will knock you out, though. That's a fact.
Oh, yeah. I take Benadryl every now and then.
Okay. I got you. And then M3 says, damn, he knows not to eat that Caribbean spaghetti.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Let's leave that alone, bro. Don't even do that, bro. Please.
But yeah, I got another question that I'm gonna bring up, but Big Rig is like, hold on, man, I gotta hit you with one of these because Big Rig, well, he was being quiet, but he was like, I am not shutting up for this, so I got you, Big Rig. I hear you.
Hold on. If it's up, then it's stuck, man.
Now everybody is saying hold on, but y'all know he control that shit, so hold the fuck up.
Hold up.
Yeah, I haven't heard that in a minute.
I had you because you know what? I haven't heard it for Lady E. Forgot her voice. She was like, "Is that me?"
Hell yeah!
Yes, that was you, Lady E. So Big Rig, say less. I heard you, brother. I heard you. You hit me with the stiff arm, and I was just trying to crack a little jokey joke, and then Big Rig came with the stiff arm with the Heisman. I'm like, bro.
He said, spaghetti-o. He said, no spaghetti-o for the spaghetti-o.
There you go. There you go.
But
I really believe on this whole entire spaghetti-o type of deals is like there's a commercial with the spaghetti-os where they're like clank, 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 and like don't tell them that there's vegetables in there. I've totally used that on my kids. Totally. Clank, clank, clank. Don't tell them. Don't tell shit.
Hey, but to keep it 100, SpaghettiOs, that sauce is like way good though. It's kind of sweet and shit though.
Man, but here's the thing though: tomato is a fruit, not a vegetable.
That's a fact.
Lady
That's a fact.
Lady E trying to game a couple people. I got you.
It's a nasty ass fruit, but it's for sure fruit.
And my kid
Lady eat a nutritionist,
and it has so much things. I'm just glad she's eating something.
Are we talking to Health E?
Oh, no, just eat.
Well, I wouldn't say. Look, first of all, I wouldn't even say anything out of a aluminum can is healthy.
You would never eat anything out of an aluminum can. I can make nachos out of an aluminum can. And it's made with roast beef. It's really good. It's yummy.
So Sheree,
I'm not saying that something out of aluminum can is not good. It's just health-wise with all the preservatives and there's sometimes MSG or sodium. It's not good for you. It's not good for the blood pressure. It's not good for, you know.
Hey, you know what I found out, man? And you know what? It is what it is. Y'all could be like, man, this dude is a complete dip. But look, I just found out that that color red, it's called red dot something, whatever, right? It's the worst freaking dye for your body to consume, bro. So like when you drink anything red or eat anything that's got that red dye in it, it's called like red dot something or whatever for whatever.
Red 13.
It's the worst shit, bro. And it's like now it's like I don't even like I love fruit punch, bro. And I don't even fuck with that shit no more because it's red. Like anything red, I don't fuck with it lightweight, bro. Like
so no more red Kool-Aid, no more Hawaiian Punch.
I mean, you know what? I do the best I can, right? I do the best I can, but like I'm not gonna do a whole weekend of that shit. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool, man. But they said the red is like the worst.
Well, let me tell you what you can do with that red. You can mix it with a bunch of rum, and it's all good.
Ah, man, that red
period mixed with rum is awesome.
Sheree or Sharam?
Man, that's Sharam, bro.
Ooh, I like Sharam. I have not come up with that yet. That was cute AF.
Hey, but
I'm gonna take it as Sharam.
I got you. You know, I'll be freestyling the dopest stuff. But I want to Lady E before I move on to the next question. Lady E, I think that you answered Sheree's question only in an online aspect. You said block them. Her question was asking overall. So some people, maybe they in your area, maybe somebody doxed you and they know where Lady E's saying, and they saying, I got to have her. So instead of you getting flued out, they might fly out to where you at and stalk your job, stalk your place of work or whatever, come in with flowers, come in with Starbucks, the lattes and stuff. You know what I mean? What do you do in that situation? Because you can't just say I'm gonna block you on Instagram because I'm right here with the flowers.
They in real life.
They in real life. They on your bumper. You know what I mean?
Oh, Lady
E. Come on, Lady E.
First of all, in real life, if it got that far, you allowed that person to have access to you to make it that far. But if it does get that far and they don't understand, no is no, if it becomes to the point of stalking, then you don't know what you're dealing with. You might be dealing with someone that's mentally ill, so you do need to file a police report. And it wasn't me, but there was a similar situation in the workplace that happened maybe about 10 years ago where a coworker was stalked by a patient, and it turned out that this patient had multiple personality schizophrenia. Like, dude was like legit crazy. Like, he used to follow her, and she would get up in the morning, she would walk out her front door, and he's just chilling in his car, waiting for her. And when he finally got arrested, they found these letters, and in his mind, they were married and they had a whole family. But the reality of it is, this woman that my coworker that he was quote unquote married to and had a whole family, she's a lesbian. She likes women. She's a whole stud.
Hey, just to this was pretty good, man, because you know what, Lady E, that the way you just said that to handle that situation was kind of like on some movie shit, but it was some real shit,
almost
right?
For a movie, that sounded just like a script. I'm not gonna lie.
No, for real. But look, I'm gonna keep it 100 though, because you know you run into some people right there, be like, what? They would have did that, I would have pulled out a knife, or I'm gonna get a gun, or I'm gonna do it. But you was like, nah, you might need to go ahead and make that police report. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just going ahead and cutting the bullshit. I'm gonna go ahead and get these motherfucking boys on your monkey ass. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't there a little bit more times that we're making
Oh
more
shit, man, that's right though, man. I can dig it. What'd you think about that, Sheree? So basically, you just go ahead and you may have to make that report on that motherfucker, Sheree. Because if he ain't getting the picture and you like, hey man,
but
you know, this shit ain't rocking.
Like, if I trust and loved everybody in my life, then I should never have to make a police report on that.
Right,
like,
I can do that.
Say you trust and love everybody, but that doesn't mean everybody loves you.
Exactly.
Should I? Maybe sometimes. But no.
Hey, Sheree's with the code. She's like, man, I ain't involving no law in this thing.
She ain't snitching.
Right. She got that stop snitching shirt in the cut in the closet. You feel me?
I just want to tell the men not to be afraid to file a report too. If somebody is stalking you as a man, don't be afraid to file a report, brothers. All right, don't let your pride get you into something that you can't get out of. All right, you ever seen a movie Thin Line Between Love and Hate?
357.
You know what I mean? Like, Thin Line Between Love and Hate could be a real thing, or Fatal Attraction could be a real thing. So you got a psycho chick, man, file that report, man. File it fast and quickly. And keep all your receipts.
100%. If you have a psycho chick, you need to be really careful about that. Because all chicks are a little psycho.
I agree.
The only thing is that some recognize it a little bit more than others.
Yeah,
check yourself before you wreck yourself.
You are right, Sheree. And you know what, that apply, but the definitely the phrase "check yourself before you wreck yourself" that is not gender based. You know what I mean? That just is kind of applies to adults in general. Absolutely. So I will say that, and
even them badass kids, man.
Correct. And speaking of that, because hold on,
when I was little, when I was little, my daddy would tell me to suck it up. You know, you get hurt on the field or anything else like that, you just suck it up and you go on.
You got any brothers?
That is totally different than check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Sheree, you got any brothers?
Only one, and I don't consider him my brother.
Younger or older?
Younger. He has stolen. He has put himself in a position of where he could have had $150,000 house, but decided not to keep it. And I am going with my mom and my dad versus trying to keep hold of my little brother. My little brother is living on the streets. And he has what they call a cold shelter to go to. He has shelters to go to. Yes, he does come here to like take a shower or to like do some clothes. But I don't want any of my brother's quote unquote girlfriends or any of those. I don't want them coming over here. Like my brother, I can deal with. His whatever afterwards, no, I cannot. And I have talked to my mommy and my daddy about this because my mommy and my daddy were just recently here. And my daddy told me I was doing a good thing. He goes, no, if I don't feel comfortable having him here, then I shouldn't have him here. Not to say that my brother is not a bad person. It's just he falls into the wrong type of people that I don't want to deal. Like, again, I have a 5-bedroom fucking house. I have a lot to like lose, and I'm not gonna lose it over my brother. So yeah, he can come here, he can take a shower, he can do his clothes, but at the same point in time, you have made your bed, therefore you shall lie into it type of bullshit. Because it's not that he's never been nice to me, it's not that I've never been nice to him, it's just, you're not on the same level that I'm at. If that makes sense.
Well, Big Rig, you asked the question, so did that make sense to you?
Hey, B-Eazy, don't do that shit. Look, the thing that I asked was about, you know, I didn't think it was gonna get deep like that, B-Eazy.
Sorry.
Don't do that shit, bro.
Big Rig Caps.
Sorry.
Hey, I just wanted to know if Sheree has some brothers, but Sheree, you always come with. Hey, I ain't even gonna lie though, Sheree, because that's just you, and you gonna come with that real, and you know what I'm saying. It can be
shout out to Sheree. Sheree,
for real though. It could be a simple question, but you'll really you'll get into it, and you don't got no problem letting it rock. So salute to that
in the
shit.
South, we call that lanyard.
What's that?
I said in New Orleans, we call that lanyard.
What's that?
Extra.
Lanyard.
Lanyard.
I never heard of that.
I have never heard of that in my life.
It's a Creole word, but it's basically extra.
Okay, well, Sheree, you definitely are extra. So shout out to Sheree. Extra.
I know. I'm always extra.
No, that's all good. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It can be, but it also can't be. So shout out to Sheree. But I also want to ask, since we are on the subject of being too social, I also want to tie it into the kids, especially to the people on the panel that have kids, because sometimes that being too social has put their kids in harm's way. I've known sometimes people have had their parents that have been abused in certain facilities by them being too social and not actually checking and seeing, are these people treating their people right? People have been too social and buddy with certain groups, and they've let their kids be watched, and they've been over somebody's house, and then they ended up getting drowned and other stuff like that. So sometimes people are a bit too social and too inviting with people to just be around their kids. How many times have people been in relationships? They're too social. They want to get their back blew out, or they want to get in some WAP. Hold on, Sheree. I got to set this up. You feel me?
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So some people are too inviting because of their
Wake up, Lady E.
I'm up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go to Lady E first, because we got to keep her up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because she
over there dozing away, and I especially want Lady E to ask this, because since she been knocking it out the park with these certain scenarios. So I want you to speak to the people, because I'm talking about the kids and all the aspect of being too social. And some people, you know, when they're like dating someone, they'll have just anyone around their kids. And let's be honest, some women, or I mean, my bad, some people have attractive kids, you know what I mean? Maybe a handsome young man, a beautiful young daughter, and you having adults around your kids that you don't even know, and you're too social because you're buddy. It's many situations where dudes are hold on, Sheree. As many situations where dudes have been smashing a mom and a daughter, and vice versa. Vice versa of women, you know, smashing the husband and son. Now, I want to talk about being too social and too inviting of people around the kids. So what I just laid on to you, Lady E, pick it up from wherever.
Oh, that was a lot. Are we too social? I think some of us are too social in the wrong places or with the wrong people. We have a tendency to, let's talk about social media. You have a lot of people who are on social media who are posting just for likes and to get followers. And they're going to the point of where I call it selling their souls. And when they sell their souls, they're even, you know, selling out their own family. They're selling out their own friends, the people that truly care about them, to get that attention. You have some people who are naturally social, like you have your introverts and you have your extroverts. As for people getting in the wrong relationship with someone, I won't necessarily say it's due to being too social. It's more over being
my bad. Let me just clarify this, because I like the first answer you presented. I wanted to really for you to touch on the aspect of, do you think that when people are inviting people to be around their kids very soon, or entrusting people with their kids, do you think in those particular, because there's been situations where there's been gym coaches, ballet coaches, kids have been abused, and sometimes I think there is a component of people being like, you know, too social, too inviting of the people that they allow around their kids. For this specific segment, Lady E, or this specific question, I wanted you to kind of touch on about the kids aspect. Like, what do you think? Like, if someone was, and well, let me do it more directly, you know what I mean? And you don't have to, I'll ask you a direct question, but you can pose it as you can answer it as if it was yourself, or if you was giving advice to someone. I know that you have kids, so if I was saying, look, Lady E, I'm serious about being with you, like what is the process of someone just being around your kids? Like, or are you just like, hey, I love everybody, all lives matter, you can meet my kids exactly. So that's what I
do that grumbly thing too.
So the fact that you shook your head. Well, hold on, Sheree. The fact that you shook your head is what I want you to touch on. Like, why did you say no? Why wasn't it yes? Why can't I say, hey, I'm feeling you, I want to take you out, bring the kids? Like,
well, first of all, if someone is truly interested in you and wanting to get to know you, and you have your boundaries, like I have my boundaries when it comes to my kid, I have my boundaries when it comes to my house. So if you truly respect me in that matter, you're not going to cross those boundaries. You're not going to make me move out of my comfort zone to satisfy you on a personal level, because my children, I'm all that they have. I am responsible for them. So any parent, even any person Whether we talking about a human being with like my kids, or you have your money, you want to protect what you have or what you have of value. So the wall around my heart may come down, but the wall around my kids ain't coming down anytime soon.
But what I'm essentially asking is like, how long is that going to take? Like, if the man is pursuing you,
as long as the kids do.
Yeah, but
the kids do, and whether the kids take 12 years or 10 years or 6 years or 5 months.
10 years to be Bro, Mr. Best.
I'm glad he said my name. Look, I'm not waiting. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. You got 5 months.
Bro,
and I'm being nice about it. You got 5 months. And in those 5 months, it better be where everything is working out.
I have 5 months to take my kids into a place that makes them feel better. If they don't feel good about you, they ain't gonna feel good about you.
Hold on. Now I'm doing a hold on. You know what I'm saying?
I had to hit you with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I thought he really said it too.
That's funny.
12 years, cuz.
No, I'm not waiting no 12 years. No. I'm not waiting 12 months.
The kids is the one.
Hey, hold on. They talking about 12 years of slave.
12 years of slave.
That's 12 years of slave.
I ain't doing that. I ain't going. Hold on. So I'm going back to Lady E. So once again, Lady E, this is a person that has everything. He's willing to provide for you. You finna make him wait 12 years to meet your kids?
No, I'm not gonna wait 12 years. I'm not even waiting 12 years for proposals. So first of all, let's just knock that out.
Okay.
It's I have to lay low and I have to watch how this person moves. So once again, if this person is truly interested in me and wanting to get to know me and wanting to be a part of me, which includes my children, you're going to respect my boundaries. Number 2.
But you haven't clearly, I'm not saying you should tonight, but you haven't clearly defined those boundaries. Do you have an estimate? Like Mr. Best clearly said. Hold on, Sherelle. Mr. Best clearly said 5 months. Like, do you have at least a concrete?
I don't
or
think
at least
you could put a time limit on it, bro, to keep it 100. It's gotta
be. So it might be like a year or 2.
No, what I mean when never that, and I'm not even gonna I can't even necessarily say 5 months, but I think it's more like, I mean, I'm gonna look at it from in my sense too, because I got a kid and I ain't one to just have, and I got a son, bro. It ain't like I got a daughter or something. I got a son, but I still ain't gonna have my son just meet
12 years. What I'm saying? You don't think 12 years is reasonable?
No, I'm not waiting no motherfucking 12 years, bro. But what I'm saying though is it could be a couple months, bro. It could, what I mean? It may not even be 5. It depends on the person, though. It depends on the person.
It depends on the person. I definitely
and what
agree
kind of
with
vibe you get from them. If kind of the vetting process. If you know what I'm saying, like because to be honest, I've been around women, what I'm saying, that had kids and I never pushed no envelope of like, hey, trying to meet your kids or talk about your kids, because that's their situation. But then after them being comfortable, they may bring up their kids. Oh, I took my kid to Whoopty Whoop or something, like in a little conversation or something, you know what I mean, to kind of ease into it. But like, it's a boundary thing, you know what I mean? And it would be the same thing. Like, if you get comfortable with somebody and you can kind of feel them out, see, they ain't really no type of like, creep or shit bag or whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? And it seems like it's a mutual vibe and shit, and they, you know what I mean? It's different. So I don't really think you could put a time limit, but if you say something like, 5 months, a year or more, something like that, I really couldn't say that, bro. It could be a couple months, bro.
It definitely is hard to say that, and I will be honest. My answer is probably I don't know yet. Like, literally, y'all know I have 2 kids. the oldest, which is the boy, just recently left the nest. So now it's just me and my teenage daughter.
You can totally lie, but I'm just wondering, what is the age of yours? Because mine is 24.
I have a 17-year-old.
My oldest is 24. My youngest is about 10, 14.
Okay, well, yeah, that's different.
So I have a 17-year-old and a 14-year-old.
11-year-old and a 14-year-old. So you're still within
No. 17 and 14.
Oh, well, then you have an older one and a younger one, just like I do. My oldest, again, I had my first kid in like 1999. I had my second kid when in 2009.
Mine's are kind of closer in proximity. But with my 14-year-old, she is developed at a very young age.
I know. Trust me. I understand what it means to be.
Girls are a different ballgame.
When you're within middle school.
I am extremely overprotective of her, and I think most of y'all on this panel know I think most of y'all on this panel know that her father is no longer here, so it's more of a paranoia for me to protect her and
I agree.
Have control. I guess you can say control of who comes in and out of her life, because since her father passed away, that was traumatizing for her. So whether, for my personal relationship, I can't sit there and invite a man in for her to get attached to, and then the relationship don't work out, and for him to just walk out of her life. Like that.
Hold on, Lady E. I hear what you're saying, but I can't just let you off that easy. No, that's what I'm saying. She been cooking, and her chef apron haven't got dirty, but I'm about to put some stains on it because
I'm definitely going next. Definitely.
Okay, yeah.
Somebody's gonna get cooked.
Stains upon my apron.
Nah, she ain't about to get cooked. But what I just want to ask is, like, I hear everything that you were saying, and I'm not refuting it. What I'm just presenting is how we're acting. Are we too social? You just admitted to being paranoid. Do you believe that you could be? And I'm not saying whether you are or aren't. I'm just asking. Do you believe that you could be overly paranoid and overly fearful of what might not happen, and due to you being paranoid, which you admitted to, you're operating from a place of fear and doubt, which means, and I'm not, but still, that means that this person has to go above and beyond to a certain level, and even when he goes above and beyond, due to your level of fear and paranoia, it still is going to be scrutinized. So do you think that there is any sort of detriment to being kind of overly paranoid with that situation due to the traumatic circumstances surrounding it?
For me, no, and maybe paranoid isn't the word that I should have probably used. But yes, I am protective. However, I can sit there and have a conversation with a man and kind of gauge after laying low for maybe like 2 to 3 weeks to see, like, is he really into me, or is he just trying to get in bed with me at the end of the day? I can kind of figure that out.
Does he still want to get in bed with you?
Huh?
Does he still really want to get in bed with you? Like, that's a little weird. I mean, it may be weird on your deal. And I'm sorry.
I mean, you just have some men and you have some women that are just trying to get into bed with somebody. That's the only goal, but it's up That's for me to figure out.
So
Okay.
And it's actually, for the most part, for me, it's pretty easy to figure out.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay,
He wants you just because of your pussy.
I ain't saying that in a minute. Let me talk. Let me talk,
ahead,
guys.
right.
Listen.
Oh, here we go.
Listen.
We got the troll coming through.
Yeah, here we come. Here I come. Listen. At the end of the day, right? I keep telling you, women, if a man ain't ready to get in the bed with you when he first meets you, then you need to be alarmed because he's probably gay. Okay. Look, he look.
You are
Look. At the end of the day, right? Ain't no man talking to you if you don't want to knock the boots with you. All right. I'm not talking to no woman that I'm not trying to sleep with. Point blank. Period. If I ain't trying to sleep with you, then we just need to be friends. Cause ain't no attraction there. There's always gonna be a level of attraction. Y'all women gotta get over that. Y'all gotta get past that. Gotta get over it.
Let me correct myself. A man that's looking for a relationship with me beyond sexual.
Okay, he could be wanting more, but that is part of what he's looking for as well. Please understand that. I want women to understand that fully. If a man is not looking for that at all, then he ain't interested in women. He's interested in something else. And I don't know what that something else is. It could be a lot of different things nowadays. Okay, so that's what you want. That's what you want to look forward to. Now, as far as if a man is doing everything, let me preface my statement. If he's doing everything to be that man, to show you that he's that man, to basically show you that he cares about you, show you that he loves you, show you that he's there for you, then look, you got to get over your fears. You can't be having no fear. The thing is, your fear gonna hold you back. That fear gonna hold you back. It's gonna hold you back. You know what I'm saying? You cannot be fearful of anything. You know what I'm saying? Especially if somebody is showing you that they really there for you. Now,
that's funny. You shouldn't be fearful of anything, but you fearful of that red sauce though.
Nah, I'm not messing with that though. See, that's different. You see the evil laugh? You see that? You see that? You see that? Y'all be careful. Why she laughing like that? See, y'all be careful, y'all. I'm really never coming to New Orleans now.
You're trying to cap on that southern food.
Nah, I ain't trying. I just don't want nothing y'all got over there. I'm good. You know what I mean? Y'all be trapping them, man. I'm good. But at the end of the day, like if he's showing you that he's really there for you, he really care about you, then get on. As the red pill say, and I'm kind of trolling right now. Get on this program. You know what I'm saying? Get on the man's program. All right. Now I mean, stop making it so hard. Now I mean, now if he's not doing what he needs to do, and he's not doing everything that you feel like he should be doing, and that y'all agreed upon through communication. Communication is key, people. Right? A lot of y'all don't communicate beforehand, and then you get disappointed or you get rejected or whatever else. So if y'all already communicated certain things, and he okayed it, and you okayed it, and he coming through, yeah, let him meet the family, let him meet the mom, the dad, the dog, everybody, and make sure he do the same. That's another thing. Make sure you know who his family is. You know what I mean? Make sure you know who his mom, dad, and all that is, because some brothers be hiding that.
Oh, he was like 80% red pill in his whole spiel.
There you go.
I know, right?
Like Lady E, you can't disagree with that. And before, I want you to respond to what Mr. Best said, and then I'm gonna go to Sheree because I know she's itching.
She's ready
to talk.
Sheree ready.
She's ready to go. But like, calm down, Sheree. I know that rum is kicking in, but just hold on for a minute.
It looked like she was drinking an old duels though, but I don't know.
It looked like she was drinking an old English, but let's go. Lady E. You heard
Lady Sleep.
Yeah, Sleep E. You heard the harangue that Mr. Best just delivered. I don't know if you have anything to refute, but I want to position this because I know you said you don't want somebody that just wants a sexual relationship with you. But what if somebody was a high value man and they said, look, Lady E, you are, fine than wine, thicker than a Snicker. I want to take care of you. I want to take care of your kids, but it's just going to be, a situationship. Like, is that something that you would accept? Because you said you wanted something beyond sexual. That would be beyond sexual.
I would not want that. I can tell you that for sure.
Hold on. Let me finish, and then you can just I would love to hear you opine.
B-Eazy coming with the lanyard. Let's hear it. The word of the day is lanyard.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Since I'm coming with the lanyard, let me present you with the lanyard, because that man would be providing lanyard. He would be delivering he would be giving you pipe delivery, right? He would be taking care of the kids. He would be providing for you financially. Y'all would be going on trips. That sounds like a lot of lanyard right there. And you saying you want to reject that because he don't want to put a ring on it?
Not all lanyard is good lanyard. I don't like sauerkraut, but some people do.
I got you.
The cap. I can't let a cap like this. Let me tell you something. There was one time I bought a brand new Tommy Hilfiger watch, right? Bought a brand new one right out the box. It was nice. It was gold. It was beautiful. I love my watch. I still got it, right? I was in a lift, right? And I was going somewhere. I seen a dude with a Rolex, and it was iced out. Like, bling, bling, pow. And he was like in a Jaguar or something like that. And brother was moving. And I looked at my watch. I want to throw my shit right out the car. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Why am I saying this? You know what I'm saying? Look, you can say what you won't do or what you will do, but when you see something that's spectacular, like Dracula, and something that can change your life, something that's different, something that got that bling bling, it's gonna make you change. You may say you don't want the brother with the ice bezel. You may say you not want the brother with the nice car, but until he pull up on you, then we can see what you're saying. Because once he pull up on you, you're gonna really get tested. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all always saying that, y'all be capping, because y'all never, and until y'all experience it, then y'all can say you can roll your eyes if you want. When you experience it, when you see that bling bling pow, and he pull up,
that somebody
you're gonna change the tune.
Experienced it. So you over here capping because you think you know.
Listen. Yeah, all right.
I'm just saying,
okay.
Mr. Best is making a valid point. I'm not saying Lady E hasn't experienced that, but what I'm just trying to figure out is, Lady E, I mean, I would just love to hear you explain why. I mean, you don't have to. If you would love to explain why you would turn a situation like that down, because I'm talking about a high value person, not just the dusty person, the person that's going to deliver. I named a specific archetype of person.
What is the difference between a dusty person and a high valued person?
Lady E could answer.
I am totally a dusty person.
Yeah, well, it's nothing wrong with dusties. They got a place in the
dusty versus a high valued person.
It's just Lady E doesn't want a dusty, or maybe she does, and maybe that's her new name, Dusty. But like, Lady E, could you explain what do you believe the difference between a man that's pursuing you? How would you differentiate one that's dusty and one that's high value that could provide for you? Like what are some indicators that you could see?
I don't want no scrubs. Sorry.
When you were speaking on the high value man that was going to take care of bills and all of that stuff, the reality of it is, and he doesn't want a relationship, he doesn't have what's best interest for me or my family. He has what's best interest for himself. So the money that he may be shelling out to me to take care of me may not be much to him.
That's true. It may not be, but I do agree. So I'm not refuting that point. However, because we got to bring our full mind to this discussion, is it possible that you may be operating from a place of fear and doubt and not really seeing that he's just genuine?
No, because he told me from the get-go, you know, there isn't no commitment.
Well, hold on. I would have to retract that, because paying your bills, delivering pipe, taking care of your kids, that does sound committed. Now, you may not have a title, and it may not be the commitment to marriage, but there is a commitment to you. We ain't gonna just kind of understate that, Lady E.
Lady don't know. She don't know.
Stop it. Stop trolling. Quit it. Hush. Anyways, there's no guarantee. There is no guarantee. Because he can do this today, he can do this tomorrow, he can do this for the next 3 weeks, and then he can be like, oh, I found somebody else. Time to move on.
Lady don't know what she don't know, B-Eazy. Look, let me tell you something. She ain't never tasted the California high life. She never tasted the New York high life. She don't know. When you taste filet mignon, you ain't going back to Hamburger Helper. Out here in California and out here in New York, the way we move out here, you ain't never experienced that before.
Why you sit there and tell me
you ain't never experienced the Silicon Valley life? No, you haven't. You've never experienced it. You've never experienced it, girl. I know you haven't. Because if you tasted this, you would change. You all would change.
Lady
Big
E,
Rick tell about Almaden. Tell about the street Almaden. You know what I'm saying? And the houses and all, and the cars and all out there. Tell him Big Rick know what I'm talking about. Big Rick knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Coco.
Lady E, you been to Cali before?
I have not been to California before, but I frequent in New York a lot.
We gotta get Lady E to Cali, and we gonna have Sheree come too. Y'all gonna move out.
And we gonna see what you're about.
I will meet you on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Sheree wanna go to Vegas.
The only reason I wanted to know. Okay,
Sheree, you trying to go to the Vegas? You trying to go to the Blade?
I'm totally taking a November trip.
This nigga Hey, Lady E, you ever been to Vegas?
Hey, I ain't going to Vegas.
But you never been to Cali though when you was in Vegas, huh?
Oh, you.
No, I just went to Vegas and came back.
I told you, Wick. She don't know what she don't know.
I'll meet you up with Prim. I love Prim.
It's
you
just
could have rented a car and did a little quick
has never been to New Orleans.
You could have pulled up on us, Lady E, and then you just got up out of there quick. I see you. I would have picked you when you went to Vegas. You could have. Cali was only an hour away. We would have picked you up.
But that was a long time ago.
Oh, I thought that was recent. Okay, I was like, didn't you just take a trip, Lady E? Sheree, you been out to Cali before, Sheree? Actually, where you?
What state are you in, Sheree?
Yeah, what state you in?
Wyoming.
Oh yeah, you in?
It kind of sucks. That's why I'm talking to you guys.
Kinda sucks.
God damn.
Yeah. Hey, it all makes sense now.
Exactly what I have.
Pray for
But Louisiana ain't that much better. Don't even start, Lady E. Don't even start.
Wyoming, know they got a big ass like those
boots,
right?
Let me go get my. Let me go get in my car and go to the daiquiri shop and get me a drink while I'm talking to y'all.
Oh boy. That drinking already starting. Look at that.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
Party city. They party out there.
They turn up, huh?
Hell yeah, 84 tripping. You have a blast out there.
Yeah, and you'll get trapped out there too.
Says the person that never been to New Orleans.
I wouldn't go to no woods or nothing out there though. That's that real South out there though.
Hey, peep this. This is the irony, and this is shout out to my Brody Danny Myers. This is the parallel universe, because Lady E never been to Cali, and when she come out here, you know what I mean. You know the baller's gonna be, trying to holler, so she ain't gonna want to leave. She gonna become a Cali girl, and Mr. Best. When Mr. Best touched down in New Orleans, who knows? He might get him a plate of some food. He
ain't never gonna leave.
I'm never going there because I already know what they're gonna do. So I'm never going there. Big Reach is right. I'm never going there
because he knows it all. What was that? The voodoo and the gout.
Oh shit. God dog.
Yeah.
Come on, B-Eazy. You said you'd rather deal with the voodoo, right?
Yeah, then the other stuff I would. I mean, because I
Don't say that, B-Eazy. They're gonna throw it on you, dog. Don't say that. You hear that laugh? Look at that laugh. She got that laugh too. That's how they be laughing.
But hold on, is it always a bad thing though?
What is always a bad thing?
What a bad thing?
Is voodoo always bad?
No, it's just that's just
exactly
European culture.
Seriously, if you're gonna go on voodoo type of shit, voodoo is a religion that not a lot of people understand, and I researched it, and it's cool. Like, voodoo is not what you think it is. It is not.
You hear that, Mr. Best?
Look, I'm not messing with none of that stuff. All right, I'm cool. Okay.
He's not messing with the food. He ain't messing with the voodoo. He ain't messing with the alcohol. He ain't even messing with the gout.
I was listening to MREC TV the other day.
He's just gonna stay completely outside of the booth.
84 be afraid of the spookies.
Oh, let me tell you about my spookies. You want me to create a voodoo doll? I can create a voodoo doll.
So you practice voodoo?
We don't really want all that, Sheree. To be honest with you, we don't want all that, Sheree.
So you be putting spells on people, Sheree?
She gonna bust out a Ouija board live on this thing. Like we cool.
Number one, no, never. Number one thing is you never do, and this is the one number thing I've always told my children.
Don't let that shit in your house, man.
You
mess around and fall a spirit up in there.
I've gone through way too many spirits that I do not need a fucking Ouija board. I am what they call a stupid white witch. I do not call myself that way. I've just had others call me that way. And again, disagree 100%. I've always told my children from like little Fallout to my oldest, you do not pull a fucking Ouija board into my house. I am way too busy dealing with my own house that I do not need a fucking Ouija board.
That's good.
Here's the whole deal. Here's the whole great thing about it. I can make my house go zero. And what I mean zero is like you literally like walk into like from a I guess a ghost world, and you can just seriously just walk right through my house and you'll never even notice that I have a basement or I even have this on the house. It just pulled out of nowhere and it doesn't mean anything. My number one thing is to protect my children and to protect my house. So I put like so-called, I don't care how the way you think about it, but I always protect my house. Because number one, I don't want to deal with ghosts. I already know how ghosts are dealt with me. I don't want my kids to ever see that. It is scary AF. Like when I had to deal with it until when I've gotten older, and I just decided not to, I couldn't deal with you. It is scary AF. Sorry, I went on.
You did a little paranormal activity. You know, took a little ghost hunter's trip on us, but hopefully it's not like your house ain't like the house of Amityville or anything. So gotta make sure Sheree is safe.
Here's the whole deal. I've actually seen others come in and go out. Like My best friend Marty, who has passed away, her husband used to show up in my basement. And I had no problem with that. And in fact, there was like 2 or 3 times where I was like, hey, I know you. I see you. What are you doing here? And he's like, I'm not doing here to be anything bad. And I'm like, cool, you can stay. So like I've gone to the point of where like, yeah, I have had ghosts, so to speak, interact with me. But my whole deal is I don't necessarily want to interact with them because I don't want them to be nice here because I want my kids to be fine. I don't need my kids to be worried about ghosts. Unless you know where those ghosts are coming from. I knew exactly where every ghost that was in my basement came from. One was Marty's dad, Marty's husband. The other is from, we call her fairy godmother. She's not necessarily a fairy godmother, but I had to deal with that too. And my kid still is in the basement where all those ghosts are, because they're not allowed up here. They're allowed downstairs, but they're not allowed up here. And I put that down. Sorry.
Okay, thank you for the Ghostbusters story. We definitely appreciate that. But we're gonna like move on.
I know, I'm horrible.
No, you're not horrible. You just are paranormal.
I'm telling stories.
No, you're not. You actually your stories. You tell good stories. It's just sometimes they are on topic. Sometimes they off topic. Sometimes they are down a rabbit hole. But you do tell interesting stories.
Have a rabbit hole.
You do have a lot of what?
I do have a lot of rabbit holes.
Absolutely.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
So I'm gonna start calling you Sharabbit.
Sharabbit.
You like that, huh?
So cute too. I love it.
It is pretty fire. I mean, do I be coming up with them? These are freestyle, so if you use them, I will expect some royalties. But I'm sure you're good for it, Sharabbit. So it's all good.
Sure. Oh yeah, you can totally call me a Sharabbit, and you can totally make things of me based upon me. That would be totally cute.
That would, huh? Yeah. So if I come with the Sharabbit merch, don't worry. I'll kick you your percentage.
Yeah. Or at least kick me a free T-shirt.
Oh yeah, that's off top. That would be the least I can do, right?
I don't need all that. If you're gonna do that, I don't need all that. I just need a free T-shirt.
Oh, see, that's pretty solid of you. That's why I do like you, Sheree, because you are.
If you're gonna create a Sheree Rabbit T-shirt, I just want one of them free.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, no problem. Say less. And Lady E, are you still there? Because I know you got off cam, so that must mean you were kind of snoring.
I'm still there. I'm actually about to jump off because I need to start getting my life together so I can get out the front door.
Okay, cool. So you want to just give some closing remarks on based on the topic?
This was definitely
hold on. You know what? I'm gonna ask one question, and then I want you to answer the question, and then just comment on, just give a closing remarks. So the question is, I'm about to try to pull it up. What role does societal pressure play in our need to be social? And what I mean by that is that, people will be like, man, you ain't got Facebook, you ain't got Instagram, you don't got this app. So they're urging you to be social. Other people's like, you ain't trying to go to the club, you ain't trying to do this, you ain't trying to go out. They're urging you to be social, which may be a good or a bad thing. But sometimes they're urging you to be social around people that really kind of don't matter in your life, right? urging you to get a social media where you could connect with people that matter, but then you could also spend a lot of time wasted chasing celebrities that don't even know you. You know what I mean? Or you could.
City, you're going 3 different realms right now. You're going off of like.
Hold on, Sheree.
Social. You're going based upon celebrities. You're going based upon like titties.
I'm going based upon. I had to hit you with the mute. I had to. I'm going based upon the mute because Lady E is about to dip, so I gotta ask this question for her, and then Sheree, you'll be able to say what you gotta say. So the question that I was asking is like, what role does the pressure of society play in our need to be social? And I want you to answer it just in like a very complete way. I'm about to like pull it up like this so you can see it. Hold on, let me just scroll it across the bottom. There it goes. What role does societal pressure play in our need to be social? And I was trying to lay out some scenarios where society does kind of pressure you to be social. Lady E may want to just chill and be a homebody, sip some wine and chill with the family at home, but somebody could be pressuring you. Girl, you know it's a concert. And then you go and you're around a bunch of people. Hey, let's go to the club. You're around a bunch of people. So you're being pressured to be social. Yes, you may be a social person, but you feel or believe that you need to be social just to fit in with everyone else. So could you speak on that a little bit, Lady E, and then give your closing remarks after that?
In my opinion, when I look at it, it's kind of like, it's weird. It's almost like an oxymoron. It's like we have to be social in the digital world, but in the real world, when you think about it, we're really antisocial, and you could kind of blame it on the pandemic. We were in a world where 5 days a week, you used to wake up in the morning, or whenever time you got up, you got yourself together, you got dressed, and you went to work, and you socialized with your peers, your coworkers, your colleagues, and that's how you built relationships. And then you went home. But now you have a lot of people who are working from home, so they're talking to their coworkers in the digital world, whether it's through email or every now and then it's a Zoom meeting. But to have to actually be in front of someone, that pretty much has gone out the window. So I feel that we are social in the digital world, but we have completely forgot how to socialize and communicate with people in our real world, or the people that are around us.
Thank you. Because I kind of feel that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Way.
And so, yeah, and I think that this is why we have, you notice there's a increase of people with social anxiety. And you saw that happen at the end of the pandemic. It's like everyone went outside and basically went batshit crazy.
Yeah, there was also a lot of
I never necessarily understood that, because literally you were there 3 years beforehand. What, after the 3 years, changed?
But that shows you how solitary confinement can have a mental effect on you.
Exactly, because that's what I was going to bring up a point. There were some people, there actually was an increase. Hold up, Sheree. There was an increase in self-deletions too at that time due to the isolation point that you're talking about, Lady E, because not everybody are able to just, some people felt like they were in solitary confinement. And some people were saying, hey, you're at home, you're privileged, you shouldn't be crying. And to a certain extent, you could say that, but not everybody has the mental fortitude to just isolate themselves from people and be antisocial and just not have it affect them.
Correct. And sometimes you have to think about it. Sometimes the people in the workspace were their family because they physically do not have family that is nearby. And then going back to the solitary confinement, think about people that are in prison. People that are in prison and are in solitary confinement, they are at a higher risk of self-deleting themselves while they're in prison versus those that have a prison buddy or have access to other inmates.
And speaking of that, they did an episode on Law and Order, and this was years ago. So they had put a dude in solitary confinement. Actually, first of all, they had arrested him on some trumped up charge. And then, you know, with the bail system, if you can't afford bail, you have to stay in jail. And sometimes just some crooked COs. So they put him in solitary confinement, and he basically to punish him. And then when they let him out, he had like a psychotic episode, and he was saying, "Hey, I got crazy from y'all putting me in that solitary confinement." He was seeing visions and everything, and the cops wasn't buying it. So the Law and Order cops said, "All right, cool. Let me see what this is." They put him in the solitary confinement for 24 hours. And once they let him out, he attacked the guard, and he was like, "What are you doing? You asked to be in here." He said, "I didn't tell you to leave me in there for long." He was like, "How long was I in there?" He thought he was in there for like 2 weeks. He was only in there for 24 hours. So I'm just bringing that up to the point of people saying, solitary confinement don't make you crazy. And they don't just do normal solitary confinement, that they be turning on the lights, leaving a bright light all night, or make you wear some thin clothes where you super cold, you got a snotty nose, you have no blanket or anything. It's not just solitary confinement and you're living cushy. You know what I mean? So I just want to add that in, Lady E. But you know,
and that's, I get, and that's true. And going back to the pandemic again, when the pandemic first started and everything was shut down for the quote unquote 14 days, the one thing that everyone said was that was the longest 14 days. You got to think about it. March 2020 was the longest month for most people in America, or even in the world at that.
Fair.
That was the longest month because you were taken out of your normal element. You were home and you were forced to stay home. You couldn't go anywhere.
I was lucky enough to have a job that literally I just went and did my clients. Because as long as I kept myself safe, I kept them safe. So.
Got you. And Lady E, we're about to shut it down. Lady E, did you want to add anything else?
That's it. I really enjoyed the topic. Thank you for having me up here. I really appreciate it.
No, it's all good. We definitely got to do some other things because I got a lot more topics. So, you know, your perspective.
Don't be afraid to talk about those topics.
Oh, trust me, B-Eazy ain't afraid.
Definitely not.
I'm not afraid neither.
Now, Sheree, you like the most unafraid. But if you can just stick around for like 10 minutes, Lady E, could you do that?
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool, Sheree. So we about to shut it down. So do you want to just give your final remarks based on the topic? You know, give a shout out or say hi or anything. We're going to give you the spotlight because Sheree is saying that she's dusty, but I don't think you're dusty, Sheree. Dusty. Okay, well, maybe you are.
But no, I would always love to give a shout out to my Mr. Hubby because he is totally fucking awesome when it comes to my world. I don't always tell him that way, but Mr. Hubby is totally awesome.
All right. All right, peace out. What was that? It? Did you have anything else?
No, Mr. Hubby is just that.
Okay, well, shout out to Mr. Hubby and shout out to you, Sheree. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down, and definitely we'll see you on the next one. Thank you for your contribution to the show, and we appreciate you. What kind of beer are you drinking now? We gotta know because that seems like a good beer.
Oh, dude, no, I'm just drinking Bud Light. Hello, it's cheap AF.
Oh yeah, I hear you. You got a ball on a budget. I hear you, Sheree. All right, well, I'm gonna drop you down, Sheree. Thank you for joining the stream, and I should see you on the next one. All right, and then now it's just Lady E and B-Eazy Dat Dude. It looks like Big Rig left. He fell asleep. It's funny because Big Rig was the main one saying,
I know.
He was saying that you were sleepy and then you couldn't even hang. And then that's almost like you because you can't even hang drinking that tequila, right?
the cheap tequila. Cheap tequila.
Oh, you got to clarify the
cheap tequila, the one that smells like hand sanitizer, the one that gives you the psychological relapse of the pandemic.
Got you. Yeah, no, I hear you. Well, then, I mean, that's pretty much it. I just want to make sure everyone got the closing remarks. It was a dope stream. And, yeah, we'll definitely have some stuff to look out for. I'm going to be tapping in with Lady E and come up with some creative stuff. And go check her out on the Intellectual SoapBox with the Lady E and Cookie Show. You know, they always cooking up something that is definitely, you know, very entertaining and intriguing to watch. So look forward to the next episode. And did you have anything else before I shut it down, Lady E?
Well, thank you for the shout out again. That was really awesome.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah, I mean, you can always hit me up, you know, if you need some sort of assistance, advice, or, you know, you're just trying to collab on the content creation, because, you know, I'm doing all of the visuals, all of the graphics. And speaking of that, let me hit y'all with this one, which I You see what I'm saying? Can't tell me that ain't fire.
That is talent.
Yeah, so
That's
like I said, yeah, so just, you know, tap in with me if you need anything. And I'm going to go ahead and Lady E, I usually do the outro, so I'm going to just play a couple of them. So, you know, you can stick around or you can just drop out. But thank you for stopping by. Actually, I would probably have you drop out because I know you need
I'm about to drop it. I got to get myself together and out the door.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm not even going to hold you, you know what I mean? So thank you for stopping by, and you know how to reach me.
Yes, sir. Good night or good morning, whatever it is.
Yep.
All right. Peace.
tuned into another installment of Easily Rigged. B-Eazy Dat Dude, Big Rig slaps two of the dopest to ever do it, you feel me? Put some respect on their name.
You are now tuned in to another installment of Easily Rigged. B-Eazy Dat Dude, Big Rig Slaps in the building. Yeah. Hey. B-Eazy Dat Dude, shit so hot it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up. I bring the pain like an aftermath of a car wreck. There's a lot of niggas that say they real. To me, that shit is far-fetched. Them cats is pussy. They really is on some feminine stuff. I ride up on them with the 40 ounces. The definition of adrenaline. What it do is it's sweet like cinnamon puffer. My niggas is rough like Willow Pass. Grew up out on Mary Mac, but I used to hang on Willow Pass. These birds that I roll with, outcasts and misfits. For the zip lips when you get hit. When the fifth spit, flatline in your pit. Trap habits is black magic, no voodoo. Get the bands like Buku. For the cocaine, they go cuckoo. Most these niggas is foo-foo, so I'm shitting on them like doo-doo. I can't fuck with y'all like tofu. I'm just saying, man, like Goku. Bad bitches at the house with me watching Netflix or Roku. Fuck them both at the same time, and I swear to God, it was so cool. Street legend, real boss, I call shots cause I'm still saucy. I know some G's to the bike crack on Chirac and then fly back out the mill. When they hear me flow, they say I be burning up, burning up. Cookies to the draw is what we burning up, burning up. What you ain't know, oh, we burning up, burning up. This shit so hot, it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up. When you hear me flow, say I be burning up, burning up. Cookies to the draw is what we burning up, burning up. What you ain't know, oh, we burning up, burning up. This shit so hot, it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up.
Yeah, Easily Rigged. Shout out my boy B-Eazy. I be Big Rig Slaps, man. You know what it is. Another edition. Let's get it going. Tuesday night.
You are now tuned in to Easily Rigged. Easily Rigged. You know what it do?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Follow. Be easy. You know you want to.
Well, we're waiting.
And I was trying to get up out of here, but Big Rig, it looked like he came back, so I gotta let him get a closing remarks before he dips out of here. Go ahead and rock out.
Yeah, man, I just appreciate everybody for the slide. Rocking out.
Hold on, bro. You a little bit low. It sounds a little bit low.
I'm a little muffled.
Yeah, slightly.
I sound a little better.
Yeah, you sound better.
Yeah, I just want to, tell everybody, salute. Appreciate y'all rocking with us tonight. It's another dope stream. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I did. And you know what it is.
Knowledge and relationships.